Yo, what's good, YouTube, man? So in today's video, what I got for you guys is like a quick settings walkthrough. And just keep in mind that these are settings that work for me. So what works for me may not work for you. All right, now, so to start, keep in mind, like I said before, what works for me may not work for you. And I'm gonna explain what I have and why I have it. So to start off, what I got is stick and move. Now, stick and move, all that does is it swapped my jump button to my melee button. So I jump with the analog stick and I melee with this. And I've always been like that ever since like Infinite Warfare, where jump shotting was a big deal. If you did not know how to jump shot, you were pretty much dead. Because the game was really based off like jetpacks and stuff. And now the second part of that, where it says flipped, all that flipped means is that I shoot with my top two buttons. So this is ADS and this one is to shoot. Then my bottom triggers are for the equipment. That's what flip does. That works best for me, and I feel like you guys should actually switch to flip because it works a lot better. You can press the button a lot faster. All right, then moving on, we have is default, disabled. Now I do play on a 6.6. For this game, I feel like a lower sensitivity is better. Just test it out if you haven't already. Once again, man, it works for me. Moving on from that, what we have is default setting right here, and I bumped up my. This is for sniper scopes. I turned this sensitivity up just because I feel like the standard is too slow. So right now I'm rocking a 1.3. Aim response. So I have this as standard. I always say this, if you've been playing Call of Duty for like at least 2-3 years, just keep it on standard. It's what you're used to. It's what every other Call of Duty had. And also for this one right here, aim assist. Just keep it on standard. That's what you're used to. But if you guys are curious on what they do, just go ahead and YouTube it. Just look it up, and there are a few videos that break down each one. And now moving on from that, I do have vibration off. I feel like if I play with it on, it'll throw me off. It'll throw off my aim and everything, so I just disabled it. So for me to mount, all I do is ADS and then melee. Really, this really doesn't matter. Like, you can change it to whatever you want. Moving on from that, if I want to exit my mount, all I do is let go of the ADS button. Next we have hold. Contextual tap, I already explained this in like another video, but like a quick breakdown for this is all you have to do is just tap square to like pick up stuff and use items, open doors, hop in vehicles, and just stuff like that. Next, this is, I didn't touch this, so it just enable flight behavior. I actually did change this to tap, so I don't get like a dead slide. I know that happened to a lot of people. Like whenever you try to run and slide, he just crouches. So I make sure I just eliminate that from ever happening, so I just put it on tap. All of this is standard default. I didn't change any of this. All right, now for the general tab, I turn film grain off. What else? Everything else is standard. Yeah, everything else is standard besides this. This is the most important thing right here. So film grain, turn that off, and then motion blur, turn this off. Trust me, you'll like it a lot better with it off. It's hard to see people and objects if you have motion blur on. And now for this one, run a square mini map. I actually just found out about this. Like, you can see more with the square one than you can with the circle one. And now for audio, I play on boost high. Everybody says that boost high is the best, so that's what I keep it at. Master volume is up to you. You can change it to whatever you want. Music is up to you. Dialogue, whatever you want. And everything else is standard. Yeah, everything else is like completely up to you. This is what I play on. Just keep in mind that what works for me may not work for you. And yeah, man, that's it for this video.